Hello and welcome back to SMT5 Vengeance. It has been a while since the previous episode, but we are still on our Demi-Fiend grinding arc, which means that I have basically ground to the point where we cannot grind any longer. We have got everything that we could possibly need. What we need to do is we need to go and basically speak to all of our demons, get any buffs that we're going to get from the demons, use our grimoires in order to get abyssal masks that we can then apply to people in our party, and I suppose we can probably look at glory and things and see if there's any way of upgrading the Nahobino. And that's basically our plan. See where we get to. Now, one thing that should be noted is that when we do all of these demon conversations, we are going to gain quite a lot of stats. So we should definitely not underestimate those. Like, getting the extra abyssal mask is good so that we get the ability to avoid the instant death moves, but everyone else getting stats, like they could get several levels worth of stats per one of these, and it ends up in a situation where you can have these guys get very, very, very strong. So we're gonna definitely rely on some of that. Anyway, let's go to the demon hall. Actually, let's go to cadavers first and sell some stuff. Now, what I did is I had red Mitama on, and red Mitama means that you're not going to make quite as much money because you're not getting exclusively yellow. I also had blue Mitama on, obviously, as you can see by the fact that we have a lot of glory crystals, which actually I should just crunch right now. So we weren't making quite as much money as we could, but the reason was basically I wanted to get some of this other stuff. So, you know, there we go. There's a bunch of glory. And then there's a bunch of glory. So we can potentially upgrade some stuff. 2,000 glory is not insane, but it's enough to get us thinking about some other potential strategies. So let's go to the demon haunt and see what the demons have to say first. Right. Where are we going? Let's start here. Hello.
Indeed.
Though it is but a fraction of my power long suppressed, it seems the time has come to unleash it. Vishnu seems motivated. Vishnu powered up.
Indeed.
Alright. High fire pleroma. Nope. And something we haven't seen before, we can now speak to Vishnu again to get more bonuses, because I've actually stacked up enough of these that we have them lining up.
Indeed.
After seeing your feats on the battlefield, there can be no more doubt. You can save this world from its perilous troubles. It shall be a road of hardship, but worry not. I, once savior of the world, shall be standing behind you all the way. Vishnu has the utmost trust in you, and stats increase dramatically. 4 extra magic. Okay. It's not insane. I mean, the light potential's quite nice, but it's good, right? It's definitely like a step up. The Narukami, we don't need it. Anything else? No. Okay, next person. Hello.
Right.
Seems that the time's come. You want to see more power? Just watch. Dagda seems motivated. Dagda powered up. 2 extra vitality? It's not bad. Okay, and another one.
Right.
Sure, I've seen what you've done out there. You're one of those good gods, I take it. Well, hardly matters. If that's your aim, then I'll throw all my power behind you. Okay, utmost trust, stats increased dramatically, 8 more strength. Alright, I mean, I'll take it. That's pretty good. Akashic Arts. Now, that's severe physical, greater effective critical. That's incredible. Is better than Power Punch. I can tell you that much. Probably better than Nihil Claw as well, but it's definitely better than Power Punch.
No.
The gods of yore are all reduced to demons, forced to live in a world apart. Not unlike the Tuatha De Danann, really. All of them forgotten by humanity. Cool. Hello.
You.
I refuse to be outdone by your deeds and labors. I must attain more power. Okay. We got 2 points of agility. Not bad. Increases our to hit. Happy with that. Splendid work out there. I must admit, you've surpassed my expectations. Were we in the midst of Ragnarok, I'd welcome you as an ally of the Acer. Okay. 4 extra vitality and support potential went up, which I guess does help him with his critical aura? Okay.
Indeed.
And Narukami. Now, that severe electric attack. Oh, it's only heavy. Yeah, I don't think we need it. I think we're fine. Alright. Next, we have Demeter.
Perfect!
I've been watching you work the land. You're a superlative crop that's beyond the best. I look forward to reaping what you've sown and seeing how it will change the world. Alright. 4 extra vitality. Anything like that is great. It just means that our demons are going to be a little bit tankier. And support potential up. I mean, it's not bad.
Perfect!
And high physical aroma. I mean, you don't need that, but the rest of it's not bad.
Perfect!
By any chance, are you here to visit me? I hope your time spent in this place bears fruitful returns. Alright, Maria. You're not the only one who shines. I can as well. Okay, powered up. 2 extra agility. Anything else? Yup. A mother loves and praises her child regardless of how much or little they have done. However, you are deserving of such high praise yourself, for you have done much. Okay, 4 more magic. And a support potential increase. Okay. And an ability I'm not going to take. It's perfectly acceptable. The weight of the history this temple exudes is boundless. Stand firm as to not be crushed by your burden. So the reason, by the way, why I chose this as the demon haunt to do all the conversations with, because this isn't where I did the grinding. The reason I chose it is that it's very small, there's no demons off to the side, and it's very easy to navigate. That was my entire reason for choosing this place. In case you were wondering.
This is true.
After so long holding my power back, at last the time has come to unleash it. Right. So, 2 strength. He does have a strength-based ability, but...
This is true.
I can feel your soul ripening as you continue your godly deeds. Ah, how vexing it is to be unable to collect that soul as equivalent exchange. Okay, stats increase dramatically. 4 more strength and 4 luck. Okay.
This is true.
And Ice Age. I'm not gonna use that. Either the heavens will accept you or you will assail the heavens. Whatever the outcome, you're my ticket to Celestial Sphere. This is an opportunity I cannot miss. Alright, so we're going to leave here, and we're immediately going to go back in. There's more to do. There's going to be a lot of these. That's okay. Hello.
Hey!
You think you've seen the true might of a chief god? Well, think again. Alright, 2 vitality. Hey, he's tankier. That was a problem, he kept dying. Now he's tankier.
Right.
I've had a couple of my descendants end up lauded as heroes among men, or mortal men. Seeing you now reminds me of how they were in their youth. Though you're a sight scrawnier than any of them were. Okay. Konohana.
I say.
Flowers must bloom to manifest their allure. Likewise, my power must flourish. And we get 2 more luck. It's not that good. Okay. I think luck might... It does actually tell me in this game. I don't remember if it tells me in this game exactly what it does. Help? Help. No, that's the wrong one. I think luck, from memory, because it's not going to let me go over there. I think it does help you with the chance that you get inflicted with an ailment. So, I mean, it's not technically useless, but it's pretty bad. This little jaunt's made me feel like a new man, Sonny. I'm feeling the old fire coming back. I was wondering if we can use Omatsumi, because he's actually got the highest vitality of any of our characters, and there is potential that he could be a good tank. Right. Madness Nails, as he puts it, he plumb forgot that skill even existed. Okay, that's the wrong thing. In here. Let's just move it to where it should be. Well, it shouldn't be on the character, but let's just move it up here to where it's going to be. It says 2 to 4, and that's low accuracy, so I guess it's better than Crusher Onslaught. Be hard to be worse.
Say,
I can't spend my life hiding in your shadow. It's time for me to show the extent of my power. Alright, 2 extra agility. Oh, that was it. Okay. Hey, dude.
Hey!
Let me show you what I've learned from our travels together. 2 strength, huh? Okay. Do not make the mistake of assuming you have seen the extent of my power. 2 points of agility. Alright. That's that. Do we have any more to do? No. Alright. This is where I'm going to put a save in. I need to remember where I'm putting saves in. I think this one's fine. Yeah, because I have one immediately after. So let's do this. Right. Cool. Back in here. We're now going to go to... Thinking about it. Let's get Abyssal Mask on some people. I think that's probably good. Yeah. Okay. Which means I need to check, do I have an essence for her already? So sort by level, right? Okay. So we're looking for Abdael. No. Okay, so I need to get rid of Abdael. Yeah, so go down here, get rid of Abdael, and then remake Abdael, level them up, and then continually do that. Cool. In here, roll the shadows.
Welcome.
So, Demon Compendium, View Compendium, sort by name, right? No, by alphabet. Abdael's got to be at the start. Yes, definitely the original one. Right. Out of here. So then we go over here. We go party. No, not party. Items. Grimoire. Use multiple. Done.
no question.
Doesn't matter what we get.
Over here.
Hey! Essence first try. Wonderful. Then we're just going to go through people and give them the whatever we want to give them from the essence. Now, they can't all get Repel Physical, but yeah, we should definitely have it on some. So, where am I even going to start? I do wonder whether I want Agrat to be, like, in the party. I just don't know if she does enough damage in that fight. I think she, like, the crits are nice. I just think because it's random foes, she ends up not doing enough damage. Anyway, let's think about it. Could also give it to someone like this Abdael as well. Who do we want? Is it Zeus is the one that we usually want to... Oh, does Trumpeter have his stuff set up? Let's have a look at this first. Yeah, so we need to give Trumpeter that. We're going to give Trumpeter that instead of... Maziobarian, I guess. Force Ice Fire. The essence of Maziobarian, unless we want to give... Does it have Great Mana? Do I care about Great Mana Spring? Yeah, I guess I kind of do. So. Also, do we want to replace Null Fizz with Repel Fizz? Almost certainly. Yeah. Let's go and upgrade Trumpeter. That seems like a good place to start.
Welcome.
Right. Apotheosis. Essence Fusion. Trumpeter. Sort by alphabet, because we know that at the top we're going to have Abdael. Wonderful. And you're going to get that plus Wait, I thought you would also get... Where's Abyssal Mask? Wait, does she not have Abyssal Mask? Is it only Repel Physical she has? It's only Repel Physical she has. Okay, let's do this. I've forgotten why I was doing this in the first place. That's so worrying. Anyway, let's give you the upgrade. Because I'm already committed. Wait, am I already committed? No. Yeah, so she only has Repel Fizz. So really I should be looking for people who have Abyssal Mask, I think, actually. Because we know that Repel Fizz only works so many times. I guess what I should be doing is really looking for Repel Fizz where I currently have, like, big blockers. Like, where I have people who are weak to Fizz. Or maybe on Zeus it might still be good. I need to think this through. We've got a lot of things that are problems for us. If we could have Zeus just kind of existing and doing his thing, that'd be pretty solid. Okay. I guess you as well. It would be very nice for you to be able to just live in the back of the, yeah, it would be good for you to just live in the back of the party. What would I get rid of for you? Maybe Great Life Spring? The Kunda? The Kaja? Maybe get rid of the Kaja and just have Debilitate instead? Yeah. I think that makes more sense. Let's set up a Beelzebub here. I might have to try the fight again just to reset ourselves in terms of what we're doing.
Welcome.
Because I am a little lost, but that's okay. That's the nature of doing it in this sort of way, opposed to just grinding my head against it until it works or doesn't work. Right. Beelzebub. Abdale. Yeah, because I don't care about stuff. I don't care about stat buff effects on them because I'm going to remove them anyway. So I think Repel Fizz makes a lot of sense there. Yeah. Okay, let's fuse you.
How is this?
Okay. I'm going to do that. I'm going to change nothing else. We're going to go try the Demi-Fiend fight again. And we're going to see what happens. Just try and work out what we're missing. Right. So, party. We're going like here, right? You're going here. I'm going to start with a Beelzebub in the back line. And we need somebody who's immune in the front line. Oh, I also need to swap Abdale. Yeah, okay. Forgot that. Right, I'm gonna zap you. Then I'm going to buy the real Abdale.
Welcome.
Right, let's do that. Demon Compendium. Oh, original, buy. Okay. So I'm thinking, actually, what I do is I have somebody with Nullify in the first slot, and then I switch to Abdale for the Repel. I think that makes sense, right? So even just someone like Dagda in the front slot. Yeah. And then we do that. That seems reasonable. Either that or you have to pick somebody who you're sure is going to live. So somebody... Well, we could go with you. Maybe there's a chance you just live the first hit. Yeah. Actually, in that case, is that where we want you? Yeah, I guess it is where we want you. That's fine. Okay. So, I'm going to take a second to put a cut in while I get the Demi-Fiend fight up on the side, and then we'll be ready to go. Okay, and now if the weaknesses up on the side, let's see how this goes. I'm not expecting this to go well, by the way. I'm expecting us to get absolutely 100% destroyed. But let's try this. Yes. Also, I should have saved before I did the Abdale switch, so I could have saved the money if we fail, but... Hey, maybe I'm just planning not to fail. Ha! Okay. Let's see. So, calls in the allies, which we knew would happen in the AoE. Okay, Oyamatsumi actually lived. Fantastic. That was not what I meant to do. That was not what I meant to do. Okay, it's recoverable, but not a great start. I just double tap the button. Okay, Yabutsumi shot. You're gonna set up bowl here. Beelzebub. Death Flies I think is good here actually. Yeah, Death Flies. Okay. I'm gonna change you out for Abdael, which is what I meant to do.
Let's go.
Okay. Murakum on the Demi-Fiend. He dodged, that's horrible. Okay. Buff. Nice. Now, I'm going to use our crit ability. And I'm just going to see how much damage we can do. Let's do Fallen Destroyer. Murakumo. I'm going to buff here. Then I'm going to apply Debilitate. Damage. Huge damage happening. Okay. Murakumo. Look how much of the health bar that took off. That's wonderful. And then Death Flies. Okay. Fry Cudgel. Still alive. The Kaja removes our stat buffs. They still have stat negatives on. Okay. Now they don't. Fry Cudgel, as long as it's not an Abdael, we're fine. That's absolutely fine. No, it crits, so you got another turn. Okay. I am going to pass, but we 100% could have done this had I not double tapped on the first move. Okay. This is fine. Yeah. Yep, just attack me. There we go. I just want to retry the fight. Okay. And we're back. And again. There we go. There's Chaotic Will. That's okay. That's fine. Right. Load game. Shall we try that again? Right. Oh, this time don't double tap the button. Okay. Although I did notice the Demi-Fiend got lowered attack on the previous one, so I wonder if that's going to affect things here. I think it was lowered attack, right? Defense down. Okay. We know you're going to call your allies. That's accepted. Okay. Cool. You are going to switch for Abdael. I'm going to do crits next turn. Yabutsumi shot. Bowl. Debilitate. Fallen Destroyer. Yabutsumi shot. And yeah, definitely do that. And then you've already debilitated Death Flies. Wonderful. Get reflected. Now we're gonna do crits. Wonderful. So, Fallen Destroyer, Murakumo, buff, Death Flies. Fallen Destroyer. Murakumo. Bowl. Death Flies. Nice. He then calls another ally. Dekaja. Dekunda. Frykudgel. You want to swap our Abtail this turn? That's okay. So now I want to change Abtail for somebody who's got a Repel Fizz, ideally, although I don't have anyone, but a Null Fizz would do. Yeah, I have no more. Oh no, I have one more Repel for Demeter. Is Demeter good enough here? Mazanbarian. So, Gurmakala is weak to Force. Kukulane is not. Trumpeter could be brought in. I think this is Trumpeter. Yeah, I think this is Trumpeter here. Yeah. We switch out for Trumpeter. We know it's going to be Nullify. Yabutsumi Shot. Buff. Debilitate. Trumpeter is now going to Toot. Trumpeter. We want to go for... Let's just see here. So what's Cerberus? Cerberus is weak to Ice. Ice would be perfect here then. Nice. Crit. Buff. And Death Flies. Doesn't hit a weakness, but just does some damage. Here's first activation of Chaotic Will. And that's where we need our Abyssal Mask. Except nobody died, except for Trumpeter, who survived. Oh, we also got the death. Oh, 3 deaths. Okay, never mind. There's our stat buffs. Toxic Spray. Okay. That's their stat buffs fading, and then there's Block. Okay. So the fact that we can get into Chaotic Will immediately is actually not that bad a sign. Okay, hit that. Yabutsumi Shot. The miss is, like, atrocious. Yeah, the miss is atrocious. Yeah. I think we're cooked. There we are. Huh. Okay. So first round, we have enough damage by far. The problem is Chaotic Will comes in and then we just lose. Okay. I think I understand. So, almost just walked right back into the fight. So what we're really looking for is some Abyssal Mask stuff. Okay. Maybe I already came to this conclusion before, but clear head. So you actually going in first is not bad. Yeah, you survive without even needing anything. That's pretty good. And swapping him out for Abtail works perfectly. Like that's a great first set of moves. You swap him out for Abtail, you go for your crits, you absolutely destroy like them. That's great. Then what happens? Then we swap into the next stage of things. So the next stage of things, they're going to swap in, so they use Chaotic Will. You know, I'm going to need to get a pen and paper. Let's start planning out the turns. Because this might actually be worth doing in terms of planning out. So, we go for Rock Dude. Nahobino, Konohana, and then Beelzebub. Then, after turn 1, you're going to swap Rock Dude for Abtail, which is fine. So then you do a cycle. Then on the next turn, you want to use your Omega Toki whatever, right? And that'll kill Pixie. Okay, turn after that, what are we thinking? So turn after that, he brings in Cerberus. Now, we can switch to Trumpeter and aim... Oh, he will also, turn after that, he's going to use Chaotic Will. Chaotic Will. Now, what's interesting about Chaotic Will is that on the Chaotic Will turn, the switching out thing doesn't matter, right? Because if you switch out on the Chaotic Will turn, you're going to end up in a situation where you're not wasting an entire turn hitting your characters. So, Chaotic Will is... Also, I think Beelzebub with the Reflect Physical is perfect. So, with Chaotic Will on that turn, what you need is effectively just 4 characters who are not going to die. So, Abdael, I think, is fine to stay in for that turn, right? So, I think her staying in for that turn is absolutely fine. On the turn that comes after, we have to do a new swap. So, are we swapping Abdael out? If we are, we would want to swap Abdael out for somebody who can hit a useful weakness. So, maybe someone who can hit Cuchulaine's electric weakness. So, are we maybe thinking about swapping Abdael for Zeus? Right, on the next turn. So, if we swap Abdael for Zeus, right? On the next turn, and make sure that Zeus is, well, either Zeus or Odin, I guess, would be our options. Let's say it's going to be Zeus on the next turn. We'd swap him in. We could then, we could then use Mazio Barian on Zeus to do a ton of damage. It would be Reflect. Yeah, you would get Reflect, so you'd miss a turn. I'm obviously assuming that everybody lives on that turn as well, as in on the Chaotic Will turn, which they mostly should. How about your press turn icons are halved on that next one, which doesn't matter because we're bringing in Zeus, so their turn will also be nullified. Okay, so you bring in Zeus. Then are we gonna have... I don't know if we will have our Magatsuhi back up again, but if we do, our goal would then be to Omega Toki into Chaotic Will, right? That would be your goal, to do basically the same thing again, except use Mazio Barian. You would definitely be able to kill Cuchulaine. Yeah, you'd definitely be able to kill Cuchulaine with that. Huh. Also just thinking, when does he res? Wait, yeah, he reses in there. Am I missing a turn? Let's go test this again. Am I missing a turn? Also, let's do the save at the top of the hill, so I can just reload the save at the top of the hill. Let's see. I wonder if I'm missing one turn here in our turn order. Because he definitely does a res. Okay. In here, let's do this again. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'd love to skip. Okay, cool. So, defense down again. He calls his allies in, which we expect. Then he does that move. Gets blasted back. Right. You change for Abdael. So this should be fairly consistent, right?
Let's go.
So you change for Abdael. Then we crit. Wonder if I want to use Sakuya Sakura immediately. Yeah, I think I do. I think I want to use that immediately. Now, what's the logic for using that immediately? Well, the logic is when you get to this stage, we have a stat up rather than just having a buff on Konohana. Yeah, then I use Fallen Destroyer. It means we can use Murakumo fairly without danger. But I probably want to Yabatsumi anyway, so we can then get to Beelzebub. I'm going to use... I could just do this again, but at least use Bowl. And then Deathflies. Cool. They use Deadly Fury. Wonderful. We then, on our turn, do this. Omakatoki critical. Fallen Destroyer. Murakumo. Buff. Debilitate's still on, so Death Flies. I guess at this point you could switch if you want to, but he's always going to summon on the next turn, right? So that's where he summons. Could use Zanbarian if that happens, because Zanbarian allows you to hurt Gurmakala more. I don't know if does Zanbarian do more than Mudobarian if it's a crit or not crit, or than Fallen Destroyer? That's interesting as a thought. I want to use Fallen Destroyer because I'd want to do damage to the boss. That's why I do this. Okay. Then you Murakumo. You bold so that you're set up and ready to go for the next turn, and then you would want to Death Flies. Yeah. Right. They call in an ally. Yeah. The Kaja, the Kunda, Chaotic Will at the end of that turn. Yeah, okay. That's fine. So Abdael's still in there for that. Yeah. Obviously, if somebody dies, you're just kind of in a bad spot. Nobody else died on that one. But what you'd want to do is you'd want to change in like, oh, I got somebody else with a Reflect. So let's just in this case say that that would be Demeter, right? It's not going to be Demeter, but let's say it's Demeter, right? So we bring in Demeter like that. Konohana then has a turn to set up a buff. And then you throw out a Debilitate, right? So you set yourself up like this. Deadly Fury gets reflected. That's the Demi-Fiend then nullified. You would then want to do... Is anyone weak to light? Yeah, Gurmakala's weak to light. So just in this scenario, we'd go for Gurmakala, right? So I'd go... So you also do not have Magatsuhi on this turn. You do that. Crit. Rebuff. Death Flies is fine, because nobody is immune to Dark. Cool, because it does some damage. Another one of those. Hit him. Bowl. And... Oh, wait. Oh, they're only one stat down. Oh, because Demeter is a Megami, so it... Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. So that's because of Beelzebub's thing. So when there's no Megami, it's 2 ranks, but okay. So let's just Death Flies here, right? So that would be roughly the theory.
Do not.
Okay. Stat buff fades. We'll just play this one out for now. But yeah. Okay. I now have crits, so you would then be like, okay, I survived, now it's time to go crit. So you go into crit mode. You go, okay, Hamabarian, Murakumo, buff, debuff, Hamabarian. Just in this case, I'm going to use Murakumo to try and kill. Buff. Death Flies. Yeah, so we're not doing enough damage with this party. Which is not a surprise to anybody who can see our party. Because the main damage is Demeter, who is not a damage dealer. Okay, so then you do Hamabarian. Yabatsumi shot. That's terrible that missed. Buff. Pass. Hamabarian. Yeah. They would then call in their next one, which is Thor. Managed to seal, which is just annoying, but in theory, Beelzebub's going to have Abyssal Mask when we get through with this.
Do not.
Yeah, that's fine. So then on this turn, we would also then be looking to swap again. So, yeah, so it would be Zeus. Like, Zeus on the turn when we're half press damage, which is fine. Then the turn after that, it would just be normal turn. Just gonna write normal turn. Normal turn. Then it would be Omagatoki. Omagatoki. Which would then lead you into... In theory, if you're doing enough damage, it'll be Chaotic Will swap, right? Chaotic Will... followed by some sort of swap on the next turn. Although, what's interesting is you could, in theory, skip the Chaotic Will if you do enough damage, because if you can get to half on there, right, then you'll skip the Chaotic Will, because you'll end up with the full heal, overriding it. So that's interesting. I'll forget there's a full heal. This fight is, like, stressful to even think about. It's just difficult. Someone weak to fire, out from what's currently out there. No. Weak to fire is later. So you'd want to do something like... Yeah, I don't know. Could just throw Dagda out there and see how much damage we can do. Yeah, let's just throw Dagda out there and see how much damage we can do. At least he does damage. Okay, crit. There's a buff. You're going to use the thing that takes away, Curative Cattail. Dagda. Severe physical attack, chance of instant kill. It was worth a shot. Okay. Right. There we go. That gets blocked. That gets us a Magatsuhi. That's interesting. We might actually have Magatsuhi. Ah. Yeah, we might actually have Magatsuhi on that turn where I said we're just going to have a normal turn. Oh no, we wouldn't, because we already have a Repel. I was thinking because we get it from Repel, but no. Okay, let's go for crit. Okay. Hit him. Hit him. Buff. Debuff. Hit him. Hit him. Okay. Buff. Death Flies. Chaotic Will. Oh, Frag Vigil, actually. Interesting. Ow. Oh, there's Chaotic Will. Okay. Dagda's gone! Beelzebub lives. Okay, so then you would want to change in, like... Oh, I don't know. Trumpeter. Maybe I'll change in Konsu Ra right now. Buff. Debuff. Now we're going to be killed because we didn't kill him quick enough. I think he's going to Gaia Rage at the end of this. Okay. No, he didn't have enough turns. Oh, okay. Heliopolis Dawn. Oh, we are actually going to kill the one on the side here. Never mind. Never mind, now we're dead. He dodged. Now we're dead. Now there's Gaia Rage. Wonderful. We're alive. Omnipotent Succession. And Murakumo. I'll just see if we can get him to the point where he had to heal. Nope. Okay. So I think that makes sense. So I think if we can get Zeus or Reflect, I think we're moving a step further. I think this is how we're gonna have to play the fight. We're just gonna have to make individual sections of the fight and just test them. Like as if we were speedrunning, right? Like if you're thinking about a game that you're gonna speedrun, the way that you would think about it is you're like, okay, can I do this section? Can I do this section? Just break it down section by section. I think that's all we're going to have to do here, is we're just going to have to go section by section and ram our heads into it over and over. There is also, I think, on our ideal run going to be a bit of luck, because we're going to have to hope we don't die to Chaotic Will, which I think unfortunately there's no way around. We have a Abyssal Mask on us, right? Yeah, we have Abyssal Mask on us and we are still getting instant killed, so I mean, there's not a lot we can do about it. All we have to do is have the Whittled Goat and other stuff with us. Yeah. Okay. So, let's go in here. Party, get rid of Abdale. We're now going to use Abdale until such a point as we can get the,
Welcome.
yeah, until we get the Abyssal Mask, and then we'll see where we're at. Right, Abdale. Wonderful. And then we're going to go in here, we're going to go here, we're going to go to Grimoire, Abdale, 10.
No question. No question.
Uh-huh. Abdale's Essence. Wonderful. It's not an every time thing, but we got it. Let's just do this. Get rid of Abdale. Right. In here. That's the wrong one.
No.
Yeah.
What?
No, I don't need to see you, Cadaver. Right, World of Shadows.
Welcome.
Apotheosis. Essence Fusion. Zeus, Abdale. I don't think we need Akashic Arts, because I think I'm never going to use them for that. Pantaspain, maybe. Null Force, Elect Pleroma, High Elect Pleroma. I actually don't need Drain Elec. Repel Fizz is definitely needed. Guess I could take Drain Elec. I don't need it though. Yeah, Drain Elec I guess is what you'd get rid of for Abyssal Mask in theory. Alright. I think we're ready to go. I think that's good. Yes.
How is this?
Cool.
Return.
Right, back out. Back out. We're now going to save it here. I know that we're down one Abdale. That's fine. I deliberately wanted to save before we get Abdale.
Welcome.
So that we can start after we get Abdale. Okay.
Will you summon a demon?
Yes. Cool.
Return.
Let's try this again. My goal this time is to get to the point where the Demi-Fiend has to heal. If we can do that, I think we're actually, like, not that bad, right? Then we just need to do it again, right? So we need to do it again afterwards, and then do it one more time, right? So if we can do this once, we just need to do it 3 more times, right, in the same fight. And it's only gonna take us, like... Oh, what are we thinking? So it's 4 turns a phase. So it's only gonna take us... Oh. Wait, not 4 turns a phase. It'll be 8. It would be 8 turns a half. So it's only gonna take us 24 turns to do. If this works. And we can just get Repel Fizz on everybody. But, yeah, it's gonna involve grinding, but I think this is the right play. Potentially. We'll see. Might be horrible. I hope it's not. Okay, accuracy down, that's fine. So defense isn't down, but accuracy is. That's perfectly acceptable. Okay. And I love that I found a use for Big Rock, dude. Abdel, bring you in here.
Let's go.
So that's fine. Attack up's always good. Oh, we managed to seal the Demi-Fiend. Oh. Yeah, that's weird. That's always a weird one. Right. Debilitate. I have no idea how that changes our plan. I don't think it does. But, yeah. It's weird. I'm just gonna do this again. I'm gonna double buff here, and then Death Flies. Cool. So that actually completely screws us. Have you noticed that? Except that it means that Abdel isn't. No, yeah, it means that Abdel. They don't know that Abdel has a weak or is repelling. That's interesting. It's both bad and good. The only problem is that our their stats are reset, obviously. So we're doing half the damage that we would expect to be doing here. Yeah, like this is actually screwed us. No, this is bad. I was 50-50 on it. This is terrible, actually, is my new conclusion. Actually, it's still pretty bad, but we are at least going to kill Pixie. It just doesn't get us into Chaotic Will. That's the problem.
Do not test me.
Uh-huh. How many turns of that are you going to have? Okay, swap Abdiel for Zeus. It's really annoying when I'm like, I have a strategy, I want to test it. And then we can't. Because now we're in like a now we're in a like state that shouldn't happen. Buff. Debilitate. Azeo Barian. Yabutsumi Shot. Bowl. Death Flies. Yay! Nice. Okay. Azeo Barian. Also, we're not getting as much Magatsuhi because, like, we get it from them failing, right? Like, we get it from him like, bonking on our, yeah, on whoever we've got with physical resistance. Coronas? Yes, fantastic. Murakumo? Yeah. Followed by Bowl. So you call in Thor, just fine. Stat buffs are gone. Stat debuffs are gone. Fragment jump. That's annoying. Okay. I lived. I guess I'll go for crits here. Again, we're in a situation that shouldn't exist, so now it's just weird. Coronas. Murakumo. Buff. Debilitate. Kuranos. Murakumo. Buff. Do I have like I have an elect gem. Chuck it. Didn't manage to kill. Oh no. There's Chaotic Will. Killed 2 of ours. That was a miss. Okay. So I guess now in theory I could just switch back in Abdel. Yeah. Okay. Then I would use like Curative Cattail. Yeah, like we're on the completely wrong... Like, it's just not gonna work where we are. You are weak to force though, apparently, so... Change in... Who's gonna be our backlining person here? Be Lilith. Could be Metatron. Metatron, hope we crit.
Your turn. Go.
Okay. There we go. Fire of Sinai. No crits. Okay, no, Fallen Destroyer. Cool. That's Jack Frost. I should have called in, Consura. Yeah. Not that it matters, but that's who I should have called in. Crit. If you miss it, you will be killed. Okay, Murakumo. Buff. Fire of Sinai. Probably should have just used AoE. Murakumo. Buff. As in, I probably should have just used Migliadola. Yeah. Oh, he's not immune to physical, huh? Yeah, definitely shouldn't have chosen Metatron. Realizing my mistake. Okay, Fallen Destroyer. Change in Consura. There we go. And Heliopoliston. Okay. Hate that. Crits. There's no way this works, so... Fallen Destroyer. Murakumo. Heliopoliston. Fallen Destroyer. Change in Demeter for the heals.
Let's go.
And then, like, overheal. Yeah, sure. Nice. You have nothing that hits any weaknesses. Yeah. Use a fire gem. Crit. One of these days they're gonna dodge, and then my life will be over. Force, I think, is fine, actually, yeah. Heliopoliston. Oh, they dodged. My life is over. Fire gem. They dodged twice. It's definitely over. Oh, there's Guy at Rage. Yeah. Okay. I'm still going. We still have a chance. Omnipotent Succession. Not a chance to win, but a chance to make him bleed. Go for it. 2 misses. Oh. We're still going. I'm dead. Okay. Can we try that again, except we don't seal the Demi-Fiend on the first turn, which means that we don't end up on the bad line? Yeah. I mean, it felt like I was going in with a plan. It's just that the plan fell apart the moment that, like, you know, we got the world's luckiest seal. Well, we have seen it happen before, but... Anyway, we can't plan for the seal turn because, like, what are you going to do there? It's the only turn they're going to even try it, so... Yeah. Alright, let's try this again. If it happens again, this is ridiculous. Let's see what we're gonna get. Negative defense, negative attack. Okay, that's fine. Hey, it's not sealed. Wonderful. Change to... there we go. Cool. So, the issue there is I didn't rebuy Abdel. That's an issue. My punishment. Right. Yep. And then we come back to life, and then get laser-eyed again, and then Guy Rage. Okay, wonderful. Great. Okay, so rebuy Abdiel. You know what? That's going to the top of my list. Rebuy Abdiel, just in case. Rebuy Abdiel. Right. It's now top of my list of things to do. Right. World of Shadows.
Welcome.
To the World of Shadows where demons gather. Yes, I'm aware.
Will you
Right. All of this to save 100,000, which we can get through a single battle, but let's not worry about that. I mean, I guess it is 100,000 an attempt, so... No, it is worth it, but still. Let's try this again. For hopefully the last time this episode. We're looking for half HP. If we don't get to half, we need a new plan for like that bit, but that's okay. Or like we need a new plan for like a third stage. That's okay. Calls an ally. This is where he gets sealed on turn 1. I'm ready. No seal. Wonderful. Okay. I forgot what thing did he get hit by? It's accuracy up. Okay. Defense down. Oh, good. Okay. Buff. Follow with a debilitate. Follow that up with a Fallen Destroyer. Crit. Buff. And Death Flies. Cool. Now we're gonna go in here, we're gonna do crits. And we're just gonna see how much damage we can do. So, Fallen Destroyer. Follow up with Murakumo. Yeah, you don't have any attacking moves, so Bowl. Death Flies. She's already dead. Fallen Destroyer. Murakumo. You are gonna use a... Think about how I want to handle this. You're gonna use an Elect Gem here. And Death Flies. Nice. So, that's Cerberus, Dekaja, Dakunda, and Chaotic Will, which we knew was coming. Okay, Beelzebub would have died, but that's okay. It's acceptable. We now swap you for Zeus. Yeah.
Your turn. Go.
Okay. Then go for the crit. Then for the buff. Then for the debuff. Cool. That's the Reflect. Maziobarian. Yabatsumi Shot. Buff. Death Flies. I might actually just kill you on the side here. Yeah. Okay. Murakumo. Bowl. Death flies. Cool. That's you. Dakunda. Dakaja. Right click. That's horrible. That is actually just horrible. Okay. Kurunos. Swap in a final slot, which is going to be, in this case, Konsura.
Let's go.
Yeah. So there's a little luck in having Beelzebub not die twice, but, you know, nothing we can do about that. Heliopolis Dawn. Hit. And Murakumo. Nice. Okay. Deadly Fury. Dikaja. Toxic Cloud is very annoying. Debilitate's very annoying. Okay. Let's go for the crit. Yeah, crit. That's gonna really hurt. It's not that bad, actually. Kurunos. Yeah, but Salmon Shot. Buff. Heliopolis Dawn. Kuranus. Murakumo. Buff. Do I have I have an Amrita shower, okay. Cool. This is call an ally. Ow. Ow. Okay. That's fine. So on this turn, we would in theory be looking to swap Zeus out again for somebody else who's got the ability to, like, tank a physical move. So in this case, I'll just put Demeter in because that's the only other person we've got with Reflect. So it'll be Demeter's turn. We're gonna use that. Buff. Heliopolis Dawn. That is actually fine here. Nice. Wait, did that crit? How did that crit? I have no idea. Wait, that crit you? How did that crit? Does she have an ability to crit somewhere? Yes. Alright, just randomly crit. Okay. Bowl. And Heliopolis Dawn. Right. Gets reflected. One of those. One of those. What are we looking for here? Probably a fire gem. Heliopolis Dawn. A Zanbarian. Murakumo. Yeah, a fire gem. And Heliopolis Dawn. Right. That's fine. Stat down's not the end of the world. That's fine. That's fine as long as it doesn't hit Demeter. It crit! No! Worst case scenario. Okay, change in... I don't know. Like... Trumpeter.
Your turn. Go!
Oh yeah, got rid of all the buffs and debuffs, which is nice. Heal. Heliopolis Dawn. That's the end of Jack Frost. Mazanbarian. Murakumo. Oh. There's the full heal. Okay. There's the Colin Ally. Okay, we got to the full heal. I've achieved my goal. Parvati, yeah, we can keep doing that. Or we could do this, I get. No, we have to do this one. Okay. So we'd go into crits. But getting to the full heal is by itself, like, full heal with a plan. Like, we didn't stumble into it. That was a very deliberate, how are we going to get here, and we got here kind of thing. Okay. Do that. You're about to run out of AP. Not AP, MP. Two in another game's system there for a second. Murakumo. Bowl. And then we'd swap you for, I don't know, like, I guess in this world we'd swap you for Vishnu, maybe, I don't know, Mephisto. No, it'd be for Mephisto. Yeah. Okay. That's fine. It hit Mephisto, that's so annoying. One of those. Crit. Actually, your best move here is to Curative Cattail Mephisto. Who will then use Severe Fire Attack on Parvati. Or this. Crits. Heal. Parvati, yeah, it's only weak to fire, so something like that. Ow. Way to crit on your first hit. Really, I hate you, Parvati. There's Chaotic Will again. So we got to another Chaotic Will, though. That's good. More of that. Change in. Do I have anybody who's like got fire or something? I got you. You've got Sacrifice of Clay. Hey, you know what? It's your turn to come in and sacrifice a clay. You're so dead, but you know, it's okay. Kinda saw it coming. Oh, you actually, okay, you lived. There's Gaia Rage because I didn't kill them quick enough. Right. There we go. So, I mean, like, we got like a third of the way through. Well, we got 1/3 of the way through, plus about halfway through the next third. So, we got halfway through the fight, technically, right? Except that Parvati healed him back up, but yeah. Okay. Crit. Let's go. So, Murakumo. What a way to end it. Yeah. Just the game goes no. We'll be ending this turn. Alright. It's not bad. It's not bad. So it kind of goes Zeus and then heal, right? Basically. Except you need a little bit more, but yeah, kinda. Okay. It's doable. Yeah. Now let me just go back in. I want to just have a look at what we used in that fight, right? To get to halfway, right? So realistically, we used you. So we used 1, and then We swap to Abdel, 2. Swap to Zeus, 3. And plus these 2 slots. So we've used 5 out of our 24 slots there. So if we start using some of the other slots better, there's definitely ways for us to make this happen. Yeah, there's definitely ways if we use some of these other slots a little bit better, we can do stuff. Like, even if we think, like, okay, Dagda's not doing anything in this fight, let's just bench him and bring in someone better from our, Demon Compendium. Like, there's options, right? Yeah. Also, like, Zeus did, what was it, 5,500 damage with the crit weakness version of his move. Like, that's huge damage. Okay, cool. Anyway, I'm going to end the episode here. Hopefully it won't be too long before the next one, but I can't promise anything, basically, but hopefully it won't be too long. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.